Good evening, everyone. Those of us on set here physically present, those of us online, you're welcome to this revision class meant to help us understand what this course is all about. So for today, we're going to start from mathematics of finance. I'll be moving gradually from that level to where we will stop for today. When we say mathematics of finance, we are simply talking about mathematics that relates to what? Finance. And anything mathematics means we are going to do some calculation to help us understand or take vital decision. In finance, there are two things or three things we value so much. We worry about two things, more of worrying about two things. We worry about the future, we worry about money. And in our worries, we consider what we call time value of money when we are trying to talk about mathematics of finance. The time value of money simply means that money has value when time is involved. That means the amount I will receive today and the amount I will receive tomorrow can never be the same because the timing makes the difference. In mathematics of finance, the thing that we're going to look at here is the future value of money, present value of money, and other components of the formula. And after that, by His grace, we move on to what we call annuity. How to calculate annuity, what is annuity. And we discovered that annuity has two parts. We have ordinary annuity and we have annuity D. We're going to look at the present value of annuity. We'll look at the future value of annuity. This is the term that make up what we call mathematics of what? Finance. To start with, without much stories, future value of money should be equal to the present value plus 1 plus r, all raised to power n. What you're seeing on the board here means that I can know the future value of my money when I know what it is today, which is the present value, and this present value will be compounded. Compounded means multiplication. Compounded by our interest factor, raised to the power of the number of what? Years. If the years is 10, or 5, or 6, we'll put it there. Let's assume I have 5,000 in the bank. That 5,000 I put in the bank is the present value. And the bank will be paying an interest, or what we call cost of capital, or what we call opportunity cost, of let's say 10%. And then I want to know what is my money that's in the bank will amount to in future, which means the future there could be 3 years, 5 years, and so on. So I can only find future value of money when I know future compounded by the interest factor, given the number of what? Years. Not to waste much of our time, the question, let's assume that I put 5,000 in the bank, a bank that is actually paying maybe 10%. 10% means 0.1, 10 over 100. And I want to know what it will be in 3 years. The question here is saying that somebody wants to know the future value of his 5,000 naira he deposited in the bank today. That today means 5,000 is the present value. You want to know what it will be in 5 years if the bank is paying 10% interest per annum. No. Okay, I'll check. That was then I mentioned for 9. I should be fine. No, you just mentioned 5 before. Okay. Now, I'm not believing that What I'm putting in the bank today is 5,000. And I'm putting it into a bank or a savings account that pays 10% interest per annum. I hope you are following. And I want to know what it will be in 3 years. That's the interpretation. And I will quickly say 5,000 into 1.1 all raised to power 3. And our calculator will quickly run that. 1.1 raised to power 3. Somebody help us. Those of us here. Say. Okay, 1.1 raised to power 3 is 1.331. Multiply that by 5,000. What do you have?
You can't hear him. Oh, you can't hear him.
No, it's not point. It should be 6,000 something. $6,000. 655. Any problem? Okay. So that is our future value. Giving 5,000 naira deposit in the bank. The bank pays 10% for 3 years. That is the future value of money. Like I said, this question can be written in words. I mean, the question can say, find the future value of money or the future value of 5,000 naira deposited in a bank, paying 10% interest for 3 years. And that statement is what we have interpreted that with our formula. And this particular formula, if you check this formula very well, this formula was derived from compound interest. In compound interest is amount. In compound interest is the principal. In compound interest, our rate is still R. And like I said, in some question, our R could be I. It could be what? K. Any of these could be used at any point in time. The formula could go with R.
Those online, can you hear us? Some people are saying they cannot hear.
Louder.
I can hear properly.
I can hear properly.
Thank you very much.
Any questions so far? Okay. So, like I was saying, that with this question now, we can put it in words by saying, find the future value of money. And that money means find the future value of 5,000 naira deposited in a savings account that pays 10% for 3 years. And this is the answer. Is it clear?
So R is that I.
It's either I, depending on formula, it's just a matter of nomenclature.
So this has been a future value.
Which is clear.
P is principal value.
Present value. Present. Now value.
And R is
Rate. And N is number of what years. This is just one whole number to move the future, to move the money to the future. Is it clear? Good. Now, with what you are seeing on the board, using the same question on the board, I can be given the future value, which is 6,655. I'm giving the present value. I'm giving the number of years. I could be asked to find the rate. Just to throw more light, I can call this question 1. Let me call this question 2. But before the question 2 issue, this future value of money, our formula repeated here, R raised to power N. If you look at this formula very well, you will agree with me that the formula is made up of 4 components. Future value, present value, rates, which is R, and what? N. In this first question, we have just found one of the components of it, which says find the future value of 5,000 naira deposited in a savings account that pays 10% for 3 years. And that is sorted out. With that statement, it has been interpreted mathematically. And the result shows that this is what our money will be in that bank in 3 years' time. Now, our future value is the subject of the formula. That means it's the one in front of it. Now, we can make this R the subject of the formula. so that we can solve another type of question. And how I got the answer may not be an issue. What is important is to remember what R represents. I may want to prove by saying FB, because this is PV, Abi. This PV is multiplying all this, Abi. That means that the coefficient of all this is PV. Divide both sides by PV, we have 1 plus R, all raised to the power of what? N. Is it okay by us? How I prove it is not important. But it's the final language that's important. How to find R using the formula. Now, what you are seeing here is N. This N you are seeing here is something as N over 1. Because every number is over 1, whether it's the power or what have you. So this is over 1. When I remove this N from this whole 1 plus R, it will change from N over 1 to 1 over N. That means FB over PB will now be 1 over N equal to 1 plus R. Is it clear? But when this is not a difficult problem, look at this. This N squared equal to what? 4B. If you have a question, maybe in the press of you solving a question, let's say you solve this. Normally you will say X equal to the square root of 4. You know this one. Abi? Fine. Do you know that the square root of 4 is something as 4 raised to the power half? Abi? But do you know this was 2 over 1 and it became what? Do you know this N over 1 it became 1 over N? Is it clear? Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. You have, for example, the PV you were talking about.
Which is this?
Yes. Question of what is the
No. The coefficient of what's in the bracket is this.
So it's the PV times 1, PV times R.
No. You can't expand it because this N is there. When there's a power, you must break what is inside for you to penetrate. Yes, you cannot penetrate this. As we here was ordinary 1, we can do that. But because it's N, N can be anything. But in this case, N is not 1. Both sides by the coefficient, which is 50. That's trying to prove, nobody will tell you to prove in exam. We're just trying to make things a little bit, clearer. Because if you know how it is proved, applying the formula will be a little bit easier. All raised to power 1 over N minus 1 equal to what? Here was plus, I think. This one was plus. We'll move it to come and meet this one. It will change from plus to what? And this is what you are saying. So that means anytime I'm asked to find R is equal to this minus this. But we can move a little further. 1 over N means N roots of FB over PB minus 1 all equal to what? R. That means this is correct. This is also correct. Anyone you like, you choose. Go on. You either use this or use this.
And you have a direct question like that.
You can look for it. It's a choice. You can look for it like this. There's nothing wrong. But somebody will say, maybe you want to be writing the formula straight. Find R. R equal to this minus this. We now begin to substitute. Is that okay? Like we're going to see now. This is number 2, like I said. In that number 2, we want to believe that we are given future value as 6655, present value as 5,000 naira, number of years as 3. Rates, we're asked to look for rates. That means our formula is made up of 4 components. 3 could be given. And we're asked to find 1. The first question we give, 3 was also given. PV, R, N. And we'll find P. Remember, PV here is the subject formula. Now we're trying to make R to be a subject of formula so that we just apply straight. Because if we don't apply straight, it will still slot in all this thing I'm doing to arrive at this level is what you must do to get out. So the best thing, try and know the formula for finding rates or interest rates. This one. This one. This one. You can use it now.
No, just this straight up. This square. Yeah. Can I just use this?
This one.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That's what I'm going to do now. We're going to do that. For copy, let's see. Those of us writing so that we can claim number 1 and 2. Those of us online, any questions? Are you following?
Yes.
Good, good. Have you finished copying or would you claim?
You can
I'm not finished copying.
Okay,
I'm
go
still
ahead.
writing.
Okay. We're waiting. Those of us physically present, any questions? Yes. Immediately you know the type, we'll know that one help you. We'll know this now. We'll just apply. Is it okay? Very interesting. We thank God they are smiling. I hope you are smiling today. It's interesting, have you? I hope.
Okay, please, I have a question.
Hello?
Can I go ahead with my question?
Go ahead.
Okay, sorry, I'm just joining. I'm just connecting
Okay, go ahead.
now. Is this a question that you set or something?
No, I have not sent any question. What I just did was to set a question by making a statement. From that number 1 question, are you there? Question 1, I just frame a question, just statement. I didn't write it down. I just said that question 1 simply find the future value. Are you there?
Yes, I am.
Find the future value of 5,000 naira you are seeing on the board. Future value of 5,000 naira deposited in a bank, paying 10% interest per annum for 3 years. Is that clear?
Okay.
So, and that statement relates to question 1. That's the solution to that question 1, which says future value 5,000, present value 5,000. So future value we're looking for it. Present value 5,000, and interest payment is 10%, which is 0.1, and number of years 3. We now apply the formula and get the result. Is it clear?
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Good. And that second one we are now, we are trying to say, question 1, future value is the subject of the formula. That we can also make R the subject of the formula, and we can find it. And that's what we're about to find out before you ask the question. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So can we take it on? Well, now our question 2 is on the board. We don't want to use a different thing. We want to make sure we're using the same figure. Our question 2 is saying that the future value is given. The present value is known. The number of years this money was in the bank before we arrive at that future value is 3 years. And we're asked to find all we need to do is to remember our formula. Our formula is defined as R equal to future value all over present value. Okay. Number 1 over n minus 1. Automatically 6655 all over 5,000 minus 1. And we all know it's the same thing as 1 over what? 3, Abi? 1 over 3, or let's believe is the cube root of it. of so anyhow, our R, somebody press calculator for us. 6,655 divided by 5,000. 1.331, have it? All cube root, have it? Minus 1. Somebody find your calculator can do that. Cube root of 1.331. 3.4610. Are you sure?
3 roots 1.331.
And
1.1.
1.331. What do you have? 1.1. Is that correct?
That's what I have.
Please check.
I didn't do my
Is there an answer?
I didn't do -1.
The answer is 0.1.
We do -1 is 0.1.
The answer is 0.1.
That's good. This way. As soon as I press it, I have 1.31. To confirm whether I like it. I press 1.1. 1.1. 1.1. You see what you have in the bracket? And that means that this one 3 times. Cube root means 3 times. Number you want. No. This 3 is the number you multiply 3 times to give you this is 1.1. Are you seeing my 3 times? So the answer is 1.1. Is it clear now? Any question? Any question? Say you took that among 3 points.
Excuse me, sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello.
I didn't confuse us. Are we there now? Our calculator should do a good job. R is 4.1 and R is what? 10%. When you multiply 0.1 times 100, it will give us 10%. So that's how to find rates. For instance, in examination, we are given the future value, we are given the present value, we are given the number of years, and they say find the rates. Find the rates that this particular thing was actually compounded. This is the formula to apply, and you get the acceptable result. Is it clear? Good. We have known how to find R. We have known how to find future value. We need to know how to find present value. You know, but let me do that first. Let's quickly do the end. If we are to find n, we just apply what you are doing. So we now do present value. They begin to do all those compounding and all the rest of it. We now take a question that will accommodate all those things daily, weekly. But let's just see how the formula works. So for the second question, or third question, let's see how the third question will look like. In the third question, we believe we are given that same thing, future value, 6655, I believe. Yes. Present value is also 5,000 naira. That's the present value. Our rate is 10%. Number of years, we don't know. And the question says, we should find the number of years. That means we should also know how to use the formula. In that one, I would have made n the subject of the formula. But I won't do that because it needs a logarithm attached to it. So I don't need to bother myself. I just apply our formula, solution. Our future value, the way we have known it, present, into 1 plus 1 r all raised to the power n. Our future value is 6655. Present is 5,000. Into 1, 0.1, all raised to the power what? N. We're looking for that n. As we started before somehow, we use the same thing. Coefficient of this one is 6655 all over 5,000 equal to 1 plus 0. Let me know if you say stress. 1.1, Abi, all raised to the power what? Is it clear? Someone divide this for us 1.1. 333, Abi? Yes, we are plotting that time. That's why I don't want to use another number so that we don't just start all over again as if we don't know what we are doing. Any questions so far? Please just changing things and the result will be in order. I can clean the board. This side. Those of us online, I hope we are copying. We have, yes. Okay. We'll move on because there is no way we can divide this. Oh, yeah. So, there is no way we can divide this. It's not possible. Assuming this one was 1.1 and this one is 1.1. Because in this exponent, we would have said the base are the same. We eliminate the base and the powers are what? Oh yeah, the base are not the same. There's no way we can eliminate it except through logarithm. Either you use logarithm or natural logarithm. Natural is ln. Okay, the ordinary one is log, LOG. But whichever of the two you use to get the same result. So I will apply logarithm to the base of what? 10. Logarithm to the base of 10. So we have log 1.331 equal to log 1.1 raised to power n. That log you are saying is logarithm of 1.333 base 10. Logarithm of 1.1 raised to power n base 10. Whether I put 30 or not, when logarithm at base 10, it means it's 10. It doesn't change. Except if it's base 5, we start indicating or we may not indicate. So when it's always 10, you don't bother. 10 is a common base all over the world as far as you are calculating, whether addition or subtraction. 10 is a standard form. It's 10. Standard. That's why when you add, you get to something nice, you add, it becomes 10. Right and 0. And move on. You can't go beyond that because this 10 is a standard form. Now, we'll do like this 1.333 repeated. This n, the n will come down. Logarithm of 1.1. We are relying on this law of logarithms that says, we rely on this law that says logarithm of m raised to power p is equal to p log what? M. So that is why when this power was up, it came down because of this law of logarithms. And from all indication now, we now say log 1.331. When Coefficient of n here is 6, Ali. It comes down here. Logarithm of 1.1 equal to what? N. If your calculator is doing very well, whichever one you're using, whether calculator log 1.331 over this should give us 3 Ali. This is like this. No, you can't be taking this small now. This examination, just press log 1.3. Yes, right. Just press log 1.331 over log 1.331. 1.1. You get 3. Okay?
So please ask, can we actually leave the answer as 1.331 equals to 1.1 for n?
No, there's no benefit here.
Can you hear me? Please, can you hear me?
Don't press law. There's no benefit here. Here. So 1.33 equal to this. You can't do anything. Whether I can just do anything. No. We don't do that, but that end is power. It's all. Those who came before us, and they proved that it was right. Respected that people, they said so. One of them is particulars. 500 is the oldest. And we're using the base because this is an exponent. But this particular number is not something I can say, let me raise it. I can't say 1.333. I can see how many 1.1 can go here. I can't. For instance, assuming the question was, let me just put this ahead. Assuming the question was this. Okay, this I think. Okay. Assuming the question was this. 2 raised to power 4 equal to 2 raised to power what? I see that one. And the base is in. Yes, base 3, 2 is the base. Because they are the same, we say, because this base are the same, therefore, 4 is equal to what? X. But this one, the base are not the same. We have to follow the laws of indices. We would have done this. X would have been another 4 years. N would have been what? Maybe this one now. Okay, let's see what this one was. Let me say 1.1 raised to power maybe 3. The same things can work. It can work. Yes, so I don't even need logarithm. It's true. I mean, people when they look for cheap ways, it can work. You know, I don't remember I told you to multiply 1.1 3 times will give us. So if I raise this one to power 3, will give me this. Yes, but it's very difficult for some of us to remember 1.1. It's just because I remember I told you to do it 2 times because we did cube roots. This is what we would have done. Watch. Let me just remove this one. Let's assume it can work. Are you following? So I would have just said 1.1 raised to power 3, 1.1 raised to power what? From here.
So just looking at the board, n is equal to 3.
So n, because the base are what? So n is equal to what? I wouldn't need to apply logarithm. But in case it can't work, we don't have choice than to apply logarithm. Is it clear? It's not that this one happened to be like that. Just because I've told you that I press multiply 3 times and it worked. So this one is easier. So this is alternative way. Alternatively, you can do it like this. But apart from that, apply logarithm to both sides because like this one is whole number, it's so interesting and there's no stress. Are we there? Is it this one? Are we there? Now, we have seen how to find R. We have known how to find future value. We have known how to find number of years. We want to quickly look at how to find future what? Value. Is that okay? Before we look at whether it is compounded yearly, weekly, at least a few of them, then we'll move on to annuity and see what we can do for today. Those of us online, are we copying?
Right done, sir.
Okay, can we clean the board? Okay, we can clean the board. I mean, those of us here, we can take away this. And then we have given you option, I think. We have given you option. Good. Our formula, remember what we are saying. We can find future value when we know the present value. And with that present value, we compound the present value to get the future. If I want to find present value, that means I must have no future. I will discount the future. Discounting there means division. In a simple language. It's future, as usual, it hasn't changed. The formula has not changed. They're not planning to change it. Future value, all over 1 plus 1. This is discounting. So we're dividing. Is discounting. Are you there? So you know future, you discount it to know the present. You know present, you compound it to know the future. Is that okay? Do you understand? I have known the future. The question, no, based on the question, isn't it? I think that's important. We're looking at that. You can only find future value when you know the present. And that present you know can only lead us to future if we compound that present to give us future. Reverse. If I know the future, I will discount a kind of reduction, a kind of division. So discount there means division. So I will discount that future to be equal to the present. Is that okay? That's what we're doing this. That's what we're talking about. Yes, we can't do with that present value and future value. That is the main thing. The mathematics of finance, which is the foundation for capital budgeting, whether certainty or uncertainty. If one is doing finance, doesn't know future and present. What does it mean? Yes, because you can't be talking about how to do capital budgeting. You want to advise company on what to do. You need to discount certainty so you're able to do vision. And it's mathematics, which you all know. Yes, because you know already finance is all about the study of how to raise money and invest it wisely. You cannot invest wisely if you have not done some analysis and know this one will not pay us. This project is not viable. We should not put our money there. This one is viable. We should put our money there. Those are the decisions you need to take. And that can only help you when you put mathematical, on that there. So, with our question before, we're still using it. We don't want to give ourselves too much stress or calculating some things. Future value is 6655. Rate is also 10%. Number of years is 3. Present value, we don't know. We're asked to look for it. And to do that, remember our formula. Present value is future value. Discounting factor, which is 1 plus r raised to the power of n. Without wasting our time, we'll move on. Have present value. Future is 655. We're discounting the future. We're discounting the future value to give us present. I hope you are there. This question for me. No, 4. 4. A future value was the 1. Rate was number 2. To find n was number 3. And this one should be number what? 4. Let's write 4. In this number 4, we are looking for the present value. You can see the question mark. We are looking for the present value, which is the fourth component, of this formula. 155 all over 1.1 all raised to power 3. Present value of multiplication. Somebody can divide that 665 all over 1.1 raised to power 3. You should have 5,000, I believe. Yes, 5,000. So is it clear now? That means what it simply means that all of us here physically see me, and those of us online that is also hearing my voice, I can categorically say you can find future value, you can find present value, you can find rate, you can find number of years. Those of us online, are you there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are with you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So we're going to take another question to now solve something. Yes, already. We're just trying to that we don't begin to solve so many values that some of us will begin to look at. So what we say, numbers are numbers. So we say.
Olushola Jao, please mute your mic. Hello, Olushola Jao, please mute your mic. Olushola Jao.
I don't know.
Olushola Jao.
Okay.
Olushola Jao, mute your mic now.
Look at number 5. Next one. Good. Now we want to call that one number 5 so that one can lay, identification to what we have done. This will be number 5. Papa says you can find the future. The future value of a deposit deposit of 10,000 naira in a savings account. That pays 2.5%. That pays 2.5% interest per annum. Per annum for 5 years. Compounding. Question A. Daily. B. Okay, let's start this so that's everyone understand. Compounding. Annually. B. Daily. C. Weekly. D. Continuously. Okay, no, you said continuously. Okay. Fortnightly, and so on. And so on. That means it could be biannually, it could be semi-annually. Semi-annually means 6 months. Biannually means also 6 months. So whichever grammar they are, a monthly too. Okay, let's put it for you. For you, monthly, and so on. Every grammar. The only thing that is different from what you see on the board is just this. That has a different formula. Okay. So whatever that thing is normal.
Abeg, Olushola Jao is disturbing this class. So can they help us?
Can the host please mute her microphone? The host can please mute her microphone.
I can say. Because of what is there, they know we have done before. But there is but we're looking at this one, this is the normal thing I've been doing. Okay.
Sorry, we can't see the board anymore. Can you please take out the banner? Sorry, we can't see the board. Can you please take down the banner? Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay. Now look at the question. We are here. We're ready. Hello. We're ready. Now this is the present value 10,000. Our interest rate 2.5%. The number of years 5 years. I want to compound first of all annually so that somebody will not think. That's also not part of the story. So future value, these are normal formula, it hasn't changed. Like this. But the person mentioned annually. So we don't need to bother ourselves. Nothing to worry ourselves. We don't write 10,000. 1 plus 2.5%. 0.25 sure? No, I don't believe you. I guess it's 2.5 divided by 100. What do you have? We agreed. We just want to be sure. Raise to the power of 1.
No, that is 0.025.
There will be 1.25.
No, that will be 0.025. Hello, sir. 2.5% will be 0.025.
0.025.
Yes, sir.
Supporters club. I have my dad, but when they are supporters, say, put on there. Right. I say, right. For me, I was wondering because 4.25, that's 25%. Be careful in exam. No, it's not me. I'm just in case of examination. Cross-check very well. Yes. And when that mistake, everything will just scatter and they will reduce mark. And that's not true. So thank you, those of us over there. I have 1.05 raised to power 5 times 10,000.
4.08.
11,314.08. Probably. That is it. So this one, because the person say annually, we're going to do it. We just do the way we have been doing. Yes, that means they are going to pay interest once a year. Our formula still remains, but the interest paid once a year. But we are moving on to B. It says daily. It means to say that
I want to ask you a question. Sorry, I want to ask you a question.
Forget about this. I'm not working on that one.
Can you hear me?
They don't bother about that one because this year is once a year.
Please, I have a question.
So our standard comparison. So you divide the interest rate by 365 and multiply the number of years like this. Do you understand it? Yeah. They are going to pay interest once daily. Every day interest will be calculated. That means interest will be paid in a year 365 times. That means 305 times 5 years. Okay. If you try to help me now, press calculator.
Please, I want to ask you a question.
1,805. That means we are going to calculate interest 1,825 times 5 years. Do you understand? It's not a matter of shaking it. Do you understand that somebody will pay you interest 5 times in a year? Or will it be 5 years? It's not matter that 5 years. That's what we did now. It's not that two is about, we're talking about finance, which is money. That's how money is being calculated in the bank all over the world. Whether Islamic banking or the regular bank, it doesn't change. Except if that one doesn't pay interest. But most cases, still pay interest somehow. When you make money, come back to pay something. You don't just go away like that. But sure that the other bank, you bring the money instantly and you calculate everything and know where you're going. Yeah. Because they are own, if the business does not prosper, you don't need to bring it. That's like one Islamic bank. But our conventional bank, that's how we calculate. That's why we're doing much of this calculation. Still on what we know, we are still on it. We have taken care of A and B. We want to take care of B. This 5B. 5B says you pay one. So it's going to be 10,000 into 1 plus 0.025 Abi. Divide the interest rate will be divided by that compounding. The number of years will be multiplied by 365. I hope you still have that. It's going to be 10,000 into 1 plus, somebody press calculator, 0.025. 0.025 Divide by 360. Divide by 360. Okay. Nothing is happening. Well, 4 okay. 6. Let's go into that. So it's this as 1,000 what? 825. Am I correct? Good. So somebody help us press calculator. To press all those 1.
No.
So it's going to be
This now.
4068, I mean. Raised to the power of 1,825 times 5,000.
That's how you help.
So we have 11,000. 3, 2, 1.
Come, John.
Hello, please, can you take out this guy from the class? He's disturbing us now.
Oh, sorry.
Just delete the person. It's not.
Can the host please help to mute Olushola Jao?
Okay, 0.025.
Please take off the banner. We can't see the board.
365. That gives us 0.006849. So approximately 68. That this is the result of that one. Dividing this by this is the result. It will give you 4 zeros. After this zero,
Please, can you take up the banner?
It's not up to 5. So when you add this one to this, raise to power this, multiply by this, about 11,003. It's just a little bit above this. Okay. Just a little bit above that.
Hello, sir. I have a question. I'm saying I have a question since nobody's answering me.
Yeah, it appears they're actually not hearing us. That's what the issue is.
Oh, no, so you don't. After this 8, the next number is 4. Okay, that's how it is. Is that number very close? The number very close to that 8. Because it's not up to 5, approximation to that 8 will not occur. Please stand up for me. What's the stand up? I'm not the one that is calculator that says what's the stand. Minus 5, I mean. And minus 0.5, I mean. That 0.5 means how many zeros you give front?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
if there's no minus on 9 number, 0 will be front. If it is 8.1, I mean, times 10, and this one is just 4, no minus. It means it's 81 0 0 0 0. No, 1 0. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is it. So just 3 zeros on it. But that one that you have 8.1 times 10 raised to power minus 0.4 or 0.5 like this. It means because it's negative. 0 will be 5. 5 0 you must write. Then you put point here and put 8.1. So the mass, there's something like you were in GSS 3 or mass is mass. You need everything. That's why they say you should come back.
Please, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello?
Somebody has a question. Martha,
Okay.
Martha has a question. Martha has a question.
Those don't like how far.
Okay, my question. Can you hear me?
Sir,
I can hear you now.
my answer is not different from your own answer.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but somebody's still in the background. Well, go ahead.
Okay, my question is. Okay, my question is, I, what I think I understand from what you did in 5B is that you use the 0.025 divided by 365 because we are trying to find daily, right? But I don't understand why you did 5 times 365 for the n. Because in my mind, I was thinking you would do maybe 5 divided by 365. I don't understand that part. Okay, that's the first part of my question.
Now, what we did there, can you hear? That's it. Okay. So, they say it's daily, Abi. When something is daily, it means that the interest we paid every day, Abi. Hello?
Yeah.
I see there. So, because it's daily, we divide that into 365. And that means that interest is paid 365 times in a year. Agree?
Yeah.
Hello? So if it will be paid 365 times in a year, in 5 years, it will be 5 times 365 to know how many times you paid in 5 years.
Yeah, I understand, but I thought the B question just wants to find out daily how much will be paid daily.
In what?
This 11,321 is not for daily.
What should this supposed to be?
I don't know.
What do you
I just
think
want
it's
to get
supposed to be?
clarity. I don't know.
I don't understand. But do you understand that we divided by 365?
Yes.
Hello, sorry. I think the question is the first one we're meant to calculate the annual interest, which we did. But the second question, we are supposed to calculate the daily interest, as in the amount to be paid per day. Isn't that the question? I think that's what she's also trying to say.
That's the question.
Okay, so if that is the question, then look at the value that...
Hello. You divide the interest rate by 365 and multiply the number of years by 365. That's how to arrive at that. Anything short from that,
if that is
the answer.
Okay, now, but the value we are getting is the same amount that is meant to be paid per annum as the daily interest.
Our per annum is 11,314. This one is 11,321. Is it the same?
Hello, sir. My own value
is this?
Different. My own value is even different, sir. I'm getting 11,331.
11 what?
331.43.
No, what we got, remember, when you divide that 0.025 by 365, you will get 0.000684. We approximated to 2 significant figures, and that was 68.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
so when we now get that, except your calculator is giving you standard form that you cannot interpret, take note of that. It is times 10 raised to power minus 05. So take note, and that 05 means 000 up to 5 times with 68 there. Now, when you add 1 point to that, you have 1.4068 raised to power 1825.
That's fine. It's fine. I
and
did
when
it
you get the
calculator,
multiply by 10,000, it must give you 11,321.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, so sorry, but in line with what the question that was asked earlier. So this question number B is the cumulative of the daily interest for 5 years, or
it's done everywhere in the bank.
Cumulative, the cumulative for 5 years. Okay, then it's clear if that is the case. Okay, good. All right, thank you.
We'll move on to weekly.
I guess you know.
The same thing. There's no difference. That should be 5C. 5C weekly. It's going to be 10,000. Our interest rate doesn't change. It's 0.025. Because it's weekly, 52 weeks make a year, babe. So we're going to divide our interest rate by 52 and multiply the number of years by 52 the way we have been doing. And we have 10,000 into 1 plus, somebody divide 0.025. Are we very sure? Okay, let me still confirm for the sake of confirmation. 52. Yes.
0.005.
3 zeros. 48. 48 is better, babe. Because the other ones, the next one is not even up to 5. So, a moment. 52 times 5, what do you have? 2. Good. All right, you can ask now. What is it?
This 11,321.
It's not correct?
Yeah.
Okay. But can we agree that no? Can we agree that 1825 is correct? 1825 is it correct?
Yes.
This one is correct.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's check it. Because you say he who alleged must prove. I don't know whether I know what to do, but let's find out. Because they are taking us back.
11,321.
Said? No, they say the thing will be no correct. No, check them. No, they say no correct. No, circle.
No, the first time was 11,314.
My own calculator, that's it here. You get calculator.
Let me take it. Don't that degree?
No, there's not like degree. We'll not degree. I am a person.
0.025.
Divide by 363. Answer. Wait. What is it?
Minus 0.
Okay, now plus 1. I have plus 1. Wait. This. And make it 60.
Yes.
What's the control? Let's see what you want. Times 10,000. It's because of that one. We have approximated our value to 2 significant. And you are still carrying the 49. If you carry
So now it's only saying
it's not that it's old. No.
11.331.
That's what they also said online. But what I'm saying is that we approximated.
So
We have
the
49.
exam now.
You can approximate that. You can't run out the whole number now.
But if you use calculator directly, you get 33.
If I use calculator
Directly, it will be 331.
use the final figure.
There's nothing wrong, but what is the important thing is you are working? It's not you have approximated something. It's not a crime. There's nothing wrong.
But I can't write all those.
You can't write all the whole figures down. Mind you, we're not even after the answer. How did you go about it? Is it right? It's not the answer. When you have done the right, because you have right to approximate. Anybody can approximate. It's allowed. Because the decimal,
Excuse me, sir.
that will never come to an end. You start writing in the exam. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Get the one that has 3 and it's going on. It does not have end. If you start writing it a bit and you look for extra sheet and continue a bit, that's right.
Hello, sir.
Online, any question?
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Please do.
Okay. Regarding this now, what if it's an objective question and we have both options 11,321, 11,331? How do you go about it?
And I have told you clearly, if you did not approximate, because my own was a 68492. So if you use 92 to the end, if you did not approximate those figures that came, it will be different. But I approximated the figure and I got 68. You are own, you did not get 68. You got 68492. Am I correct?
Yes.
So if you have used your own approximation to the end, and I have approximated my own, we can't get the same value. But all we know is that all of us are having 3 something. I mean, 11, 3 something. Am I correct?
Yeah, but in the exams now, can both answers be in the option?
Is it up to 5? 3 is not up to 5 now, so you can't approximate. So anyone you like to use, if you want to use the whole value that came from 0.025 divided by 360, there's nothing wrong with that. It's okay. So
okay, so I'm asking now.
We're not wrong.
Yeah, I get. So I'm asking now, in the exams, can both answers be in the option? Is it possible?
No. In an exam, if it's objective.
If it's objective, yeah.
Like I said, you press your calculator and check whichever. Even in the exam, they can decide to do approximate. They can decide not to. So it's your choice, but press your calculator and get the value. So all of us can do the same thing at the same time. Whatsoever they want to put in the exam, if they put 321, you can't query them, Nabi. Now why didn't they put 331? So you work on what's available. So, but what matters is that the idea of getting the answer is what is important here now. It's not whether I use my own 8 decimal or 9 decimal or 10 decimal places. It doesn't matter. We can approximate. It's allowed.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir? He's saying that what if both answers, approximated answer and non-approximated answer, is in the OBJ? Or
no, it can't be in the OBJ now. The person setting your question is a finance guru now. It's not a small beginning now. The two can be there. The two answers can be there. It's either they have approximated and get 321, or they have taken everything and put 331. So any of the two can be there. The two cannot be there at the same time. Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Either you are approximating or you are not approximating. So you cannot approximate and still not approximate at the same time. No, it's not possible. Any other questions?
Let's proceed, sir.
Good. Now, the last one here. This one is 48. Like this one now, we have 480 something, and we can continue with those values. We approximate. I've approximated here to 2 significant figures, just 2 numbers after the zeros. That's 2 significant. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 decimal places. It's a choice. But it will not take away the right answer from what we ought to get. So that is it. Yes, this is weekly. And 52 weeks make a year. And that's how we divide it by 52.
Hello, sir. Hello.
11,000.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Voila.
Hello, sir.
1. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Let me check. No, let me just check. From what you see on the board, we're having 1.0000. How many zeros there? 3 zeros. 3 zeros to Abe. 48. Raised to the power of 260 times. So what did you say you get?
11,330.
Again, at 280. And we are soon, I don't know. At this kind mathematics. Using what is on the board. Using what is on the board. Hello. Using what is on the board. 1.0048 raised to power 260. Wait. Raised to power 260. Multiplied by what? You get. So I hope you are not approximating that one again.
No, I did not.
Okay. Is it calculator? It doesn't even matter. Whether I use phone or calculator. How many times? Is it clear? Those are pause online.
Please, we need to adjust the screen. Okay, it's fine now.
Those of us online.
Yeah, fine.
Okay,
Fine.
that's how to do it. So, in a simple language, weekly we divide by 52. Which one again? Monthly, I mean.
No, continuously.
No. Let's wait. I'm coming. I don't want. We'll do that last. Monthly. We don't want to waste time. Monthly, 12 times a year, abi. You divide the rate by 12, multiply n by what? 12. That one has gone. Any question? Good. But would not be 12. I will see the inside. Monthly. Who did weekly? Weekly is how many weeks? No, we can do that later now. Let's move on to continuous, which is the only one that is different. How we did daily, weekly, which one again? Monthly. Is how we're going to the same thing with all. So why we're not going over? You can do that on your own. If you want to practice that, and if it's so difficult, you can still send your answer to me if that's an issue. But like I said, if it is monthly, you divide the R by 12. Multiply our 5 by what? 12. That one don't go. You press your calculator and let answer. The next one is fortnightly, abi? Live continuously. That's the last one. We're just trying to let you remember so that you can do it yourself in so which. Monthly is divided by 12. Abi? Multiply the 5 by 12. Is it correct? Is it clear? Fine. That one has gone. We don't need to waste time again. Another one is fortnightly, abi? Fortnightly means every 2 weeks. That's the meaning of fortnight. So 26. We're looking at 26 now. Because a year is 52. You divide 52 by 2 to be 26. So instead of dividing by 2, you divide it by 26. Multiply this by what? 26. Fortnightly, yes. That one has gone. Any question?
Yes, I have a question. Hello.
It means 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Yeah, please. What did you say for continuously?
No, we never solved that one. But you understand? Did you hear me say monthly?
Yes, I understand monthly very well.
You understand that one? Did you hear me say fortnightly?
Yes.
Good. No wahala. It's only continuously that remain, abi?
That is one I'm confused about.
Now that one has some formula. It's different.
All right. Thank you.
What else again remain apart from fortnightly? Any other one? Biannually is 6 months, abi? Twice a year, am I correct? No. Biannually means twice a year. You divide by 2 and multiply 5 by what? 2. Biannually is same thing as semi-annually. Oh yeah.
Hello, sir.
Fortnight is every 2 weeks.
So, hello, sir.
Yeah, 52 weeks. A year is 52 weeks. Divide by 2, 26. 26. No, see, fortnightly. Is it bad? And now, so we have 52 weeks in a year now. We slice them by 2, we got 26. So we now divide R by 26, have we? Fortnightly means every 2 weeks in a year. Is it clear now? Fine. Any question? Or yeah, ask. In a year.
Then
yes,
quarterly.
Yes. By 2. 26. Yes. We now use that 26. Divide our interest rate. 26. Multiply by 26.
How about quarterly?
Quarterly is to divide by 4. Quarter, there are 4 quarters in a year. Is that okay? If it is quarterly, 4 quarters in a year, you divide our R by 4 and multiply N by 4. Semi-annually is half, 2. You divide by 2 and multiply by 5. You are fortnightly. Are you convinced? Or still they do you some harm? And what is the confusion there? No, there's no need. Just solve. Let's move. You know, let me just come this way. Weekly. That is once a week. Abi? 52 weeks in a year. Now, fortnightly means every 2 weeks they pay interest. How many will they pay in a year? 26. Good, thank God. So we'll now take the last one on this question, which is the one everybody is looking at. So waiting up. Let's see what we can do to that. That one is what is it called again? Number what? 5 what? 5 what? Is it 5D? Good. Continuously, our future value will be equal to P. Our P now is present value. I don't need to write P again. Just P. Multiply by E. E that you are seeing here is an exponent raised to power R times N. Are you with me? Continuously. You know, continuously means forever. Hello. Infinite. But let me see forever. Is that okay? That means it's not ending, Abi. It's just like that. We are assuming. But sometimes when you see our call, there are people like that that invest. Present value. This E is exponent. E raised to power X. In your calculator, it's always written there as a constant. 2.7183. 2.7183. Is it okay now? So, from all indication, let's still throw light on that. Where P, our present value is how much? 10,000. Our E is 2.7183. Is a constant. R is how many percent? 0.025, Abi. You have N. Is it 5 years? Yes. I hope everything is taken care of. We all know this. We know this.
Hello, sir.
We know this. This one is a constant. Even if your calculator cannot carry it. When you, like, I press a calculator, I press E, it came out. But in case your calculator, you didn't remember, I know it's a constant. 2.7183. When they say continuously. Continuously. Is that okay? A number of years is settled. So to get the future value for this kind of thing, 10,000 times 2.7183. R is 0.025 times number of years. Somebody help us into 2.7183. What's the result here? 125. For your calculator, will do the rest. Are you punching that link? Everything?
Okay, level
494. 11,331,494. 11,331.494.
Okay. Approximation. Okay. We'll do something now.
Can I be penalized?
No. It's a choice. We pack everything down. No worry, provided
What you have written is okay. So our answer is 11,000, I mean.
11,331, I mean. 49. So that's the only thing that is different, I mean. Compounding continuously, and the other one. On that part of future value, compounding quarterly, daily, weekly, monthly. Compounding quarterly, annually, and so on. That has been what taken care of. And without wasting much of our time, we have seen all this. We'll just take one more question now to quickly run on that present value. Just one question. And I believe we'll be winding down for today.
Let's see how we can do that one.
They play with it. If there's a question, send it to us. No problem. But you must play with it before we come ahead. You have. So play with it. If you look at that first part, you will see something to play with. And if there's a question, let us know. You can't play with anything this night. Yes, they should be playing, not me playing. Say? When you need analysis, this activity is equal payment. Equal payment of receipt. No formula didn't pray. It's lengthy, but it's a little bit more lengthy than this. Are they? This one is so direct. Future value, present value of this time. Single amount of money. So it's okay. Okay, let me even look at something. Can I clear the board? Those of us online, any question?
No question.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I mean, you have not, those of us who have been staying with us, you have not heard of amortization and sinking fund. Using present value annuity. Yeah. You never heard present value annuity. Have you heard future value annuity? We use future value annuity to solve sinking fund. We use present value annuity to solve for amortization. It's application. It's not like on the road. We have used those annuity to solve. They are constant when you write amortization. You should be looking at these things. Let me try. I was about to say, let me go ahead. Confusing. Serious. Whatever this was. But we have started, have it? Those are us who came. Yeah, we started. This one. This one, we have done this. This one, oh, you remember your now to look at this one, in case, let's assume, I could be giving a stream of cash. Let's say year one, I have 1,000 naira. Year two, 500 naira. Year three, 2,000 was fine. Maybe year four.
And I really appreciate many of us have pieces of work. So thank you for making that sacrifice. I'll quickly start by saying how my journey to E-Lab was. Because it seems like I'm one really, really smart person. But
Oluwakemi Akimbo.
it seems like I'm one really, really smart person. But that's not the case.
Oluwakemi Akimbo.
God.
Very good. If they are equal, we have been unequal. But because they are unequal, it's not unequal. And the person is just stream of cash. I put it. And the person says, I should find the future value of all this money. Before here, which we all know it to be like its future value. First one is how much? 1,000. 1.1 raised to power 3 plus 500 into 1.1 raised to power 2 plus 25 into 1.1 raised to power 3 plus 3,000. Year one, we still. Cash. The first one, this is 1 plus R, our N is 3. Plus another one. Yes. Plus another one. Plus the last two. At the present value, but we're adding them because they are more, They are just not one. You know, the one we did was just 10,000. Kept in the bank for 5 years or 3 years.
For now, every year the person is paying him money. But what is paying in is not equal amount. If what is paying in is equal amount, it becomes annuity. And when it is annuity, the formula changes. Not today. But we have started. It's just streams of cash. Looking for the future value of streams of cash, paying into the bank year 1, year 2, year 3. And because year 1, we still have many years? 3 years. I mean, year 2, still have many years? 2 years. I hope you're looking at it. Year 1, how many years remaining for that? For you to get to 4 years? Now, like that, year 2, year 3, and year 4, that same year is just nothing, I mean. It's just going to be 3,000 remaining there, I mean. Because anything raised to power 0 is 1, I mean. Yeah. The number raised to power 0 is 1. Not anything, anyway. Because not everything raised to power 0 is 1. There is a number. If it's raised to power 0, it can never be 1. I hope you know. It is wrong for you to say anything raised to power 0 is 1. It's wrong. Mathematically, that's mathematical problem. What is 0 over 0? 0 divided by 0. 0 divided by 0. My friend at the back, 0 over 0. Oh, yeah, check calculator. Wait till you give me 0 over 0. That means you are wrong. 0 raised to power 0 is undefined. It has no value. It has no value. So because 0 raised to power 0 has no value, 0 raised to power 0 is also undefined. Is that okay? So it is wrong for us to say, this is what we normally say. X raised to power 0 is 1, provided X is not 0. Is that okay? So it is good to say, as apart from 0, any other number raised to power 0 is 1. So it is wrong to say anything raised to power 0. No, that's not an old story from those who are not mathematically inclined. Any questions? Any queries? Any questions?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Hello?
Hello, sir.
I can hear you very well.
Yeah, the future value for this streams of transaction that are 4 years.
What's the answer?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can. Have you calculated it?
I didn't calculate. I just want to get something clear because like I'm missing somewhere.
Oh, yeah, now.
Yeah, you say 1,000 in bracket 1.1. Are you working with 10%?
10%.
At 10%.
Yes, 1 plus 0.1, 10%.
Yeah, right. I'm fine. I'm fine now.
Good. You can press calculator and get answer. Just press your calculator. 1,000 bracket 1.1 raised to power 3 plus 500 bracket 1.1 raised to power 2 plus 2,005 1.1 raised to power 1. And that last one is 1.1 raised to power. What is the answer? We're writing what you said. 7, 6, 8. 8 what? 8, 6. Somebody has gotten the answer here. Another professional has gotten the answer here.
Hello.
That's what we said that X raised to power 0 is 1. So 1.1 raised to power 0 is. All right. Any other question?
Hello.
You have to show it like this. Yes, not that.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
9,424.
Oh, it's 9,000.
No, it's 7,680.
Jesus.
7,680. So.
Hello, can you hear me, please?
Let me do the calculation to be very sure of what my people are saying. Okay, 1,000 bracket open 1.1 raised to the power of 3
plus 500, 1.1 raised to the power of 2, bracket plus 25, have it, bracket 1.1, have it, 1.1 raised to the power of 1, have it, which is of no use, plus just 3,000. It is 7,686. Correct.
Hello, please, can you hear me?
Any question?
Yes, I have a question, please.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, I have a question. Can you hear me, please?
I can hear you now. Let me hear. Go ahead.
Okay, it's a bit confusing for me. Why, say for instance, in year 1 we are using n to be the value of n to be 3. I was assuming it's supposed to be 4.
4, yes, you are assuming. I like that.
Yeah.
So your assumption is not acceptable because year 1, we're believing that that money was paid into the bank at the end of the year. If it were at the beginning, it would have been 4. But because at the end of year 1, the money was deposited into the bank, so it will be 3. Is that okay?
Okay, so would that be stated in the question, or it's a general accounting assumption?
That it is at the end. So this will be stated. But if it's at the beginning, you have these strips of cash, it would have changed to 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it clear?
Okay, very clear. Thank you.
Go. We are saying that this one you are seeing here is that all this deposit was made at the end of the world year. But if it's at the beginning, this year 1 would have taken 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Is that okay? It will be stated. If it's at the beginning, it will be more. If it's at the end, it will be what? Less. So, any question? I hope you have finished mapping. Those of us online, any question? Remember, hello, another thing. Whether it is present value or future value, as far as they say they are compounding or discounting, are you following? Whether daily, weekly, the idea is still what? The same. Are you following? You may have a question that's talking about present value. That rate will also be what? Slashed by the daily stock or weekly or daily. So that particular term is always there, even going to other topics in this subject. This course, as far as whether it is in a MPV, net present value, and all the rest of it, they are talking about compounding. They say it's quarterly, weekly. Consider that their rates will be slashed. Number of years will be multiplied. So that theorem continues in any form of future value, present value, and others. So
Any questions? Those of us online, any questions? Any queries?
We are fine, sir. We are fine. Your class is good.
You are fine, yes. Yes, ask question before we draw the curtain. Say. Questions? Those of us online, any more questions? Okay. If there's no question, we'll say we thank you for being part of today's lecture. God bless you. See you again.